kind of desk setup that I used was more of a writing desk for a student. I got that back in 2014 when I was still a student, and I just needed something to put my paper books on. But then what I've then realized is that with working and studying on a computer and all the additional stuff that I use when I study now, it's not enough space. So the first thing that I needed was to get a bigger desk. I got that desk from Decofern, and I'll leave a link in the description box to the specific desk that I bought. I got it in the color Wenge because I definitely have a thing for dark wood. So the other three colors were really not doing it for me. I really wanted this dark wood look. The desk doesn't come pre-assembled, so I did that myself. I'll just switch to B-roll of me assembling my desk. Issues that I faced in assembling this desk were to do with the PVC drawer slides. They need something to knock them in. They're not just easy to slip in. That was the one difficulty. I also had problems with step 2, where you're supposed to join the 3 bottom parts of the desk. I later realized that I was supposed to put in the screws in addition to the dowels before I tried to lift it, so that it was more sturdy and less wobbly. But it worked out in the end. Something else I didn't have was a hammer to put in the screws for the bottoms of the drawers, so that's something you need to be careful about. But it was actually quite easy to put together. The next thing that I got was a chair from Incredible Connection. Now with this furniture, I was definitely going for low cost, so it was one of the cheapest office chairs with armrests, not a typist chair, so it's more sturdy, plastic leather, but that's not an issue to me. I'm not obsessed with like proper leather chairs or anything. I would actually have preferred fabric, but they didn't have fabric in the specifications that I needed. It's quite cushioned, so it's comfortable to sit in. It's mid-back, so for a person who likes a high back or a low back, it's not going to work for you. But if what I'm describing does work for you, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can check it out at Incredible Connection. So again, the chair was self-assembly, and I did it myself. With the chair, the only problem I had was to do with the gas bottle that goes at the bottom of the chair and allows it to be height adjusted. I forgot to take out the stopper in step 2, So once I had finished assembling the chair completely, it wouldn't go up or down. So when I then consulted the manual, that's when I saw that there was a picture that had an arrow that you're supposed to take off the cap. So I had to take off the bottom of the chair and then take off the cap, and that wasn't easy. It was a lot of tugging and struggling, but in the end it all worked out. Something else I didn't know but then had to adjust later was that the screws labeled B are only supposed to be screwed in 80% of the way, not 100% of the way. So yeah, that kind of went wrong. So I had to unscrew the first screws that I had put in for the armrests, but then in the end it all worked out. I fixed it. Okay, now that that's done, let's move on to the desk drawer part of all of this. I use this half of my desk for working, so that's normally where I would have my laptop or a book if I'm writing in a book, and my mouse pad and the mouse. And I like to use the whole half so that it gives me space to work, and I don't like to store anything in this half because I don't want it to distract me when I'm trying to do whatever I'm trying to do. I recently got this desk organizer from P&A, and I use it to hold my stationery and everything that I normally reach for when I'm working or studying. So in the left compartment I've got lip stuff, so I've got a labello and Vaseline in this container. And then in the back compartment I've got pens, pencils in so many different colors. And then in this front compartment I like to keep my earplugs because there's normally noise around here. There's a lot of leaf blowing, lawn mowing, and a lot of other noises in maintenance. And then I've also got this right compartment in which I keep my memory storage things. So I've got a flash disk, and I've got a memory card. I've got a big SD card and a small memory card as well over here. So yeah. I also like to drink a lot of fluids when I'm working or studying. So I also have a coaster on my desk. This is what I use for coffees, drinks, water, whatever it is I am having. I normally put it on that coaster just so that I don't damage the desk. I also have this notebook that I use for planning and writing down goals and stuff like that. I don't use it for scribbling and like rough thoughts. It's only stuff that I'm committing to and stuff that I'm serious about. I also keep a picture of my daughter on my desk. I got this as a gift from my brother, and I use that to keep me motivated. So I love that she's smiling in this picture. It just, when I'm studying, it helps me to know that I'm studying because I want to keep the smile on her face. When I'm working, it helps me think that when I'm working, I want to keep that smile on her face at the end of the day. I also have this planner that's on the wall. That's where I just write down deadlines for things, just so that I've got a global picture of what needs to happen when. So the drawers on this desk come out completely. They don't have a stopping mechanism. So I'm just going to take you through what's in my drawers. Okay, there we go. Right, so in this top drawer, I'd like to keep things that I use quite a lot. So this is my scribble notebook where I write stuff, cross it out, and do whatever. I wear glasses when I'm using my computer or studying. And then these are just stationery supplies. I've got scissors, glue, sellotape, and then I've got additional earplugs that I am yet to use. And then in this little container, I keep 2 pairs of earphones for when I need to take calls or when I'm just trying not to play music out loud. I'm also planning to add my calculator and my tables book in this drawer. It's just that I don't have them with me right now, but they will soon be with me and I'll add them to this drawer. This is drawer number 2. I keep a lot of odds and ends in here. I keep nail polishes because I'll just keep them there. I don't really have a reason. I keep 2 scrunchies. I'm actually wearing the other one right now. but then they're just easy for me to reach for when I'm working and my hair is getting in the way, or when I'm studying and my hair is getting in the way. And then this space right here is for my camera. In this second box I keep batteries, manuals, Allen keys, nails that I was supposed to put at the bottom of these drawers. Just random stuff. This drawer is just where I hide stuff that would otherwise make everything else look untidy. And then I just use 2 boxes to keep the stuff separated. Yeah, it's not coming out. But this is actually just a box for a charging dock. And then this was a box that had cutlery. So I just use that to organize the drawer. Otherwise it would be quite untidy because of the random stuff that I put in there. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got inspiration for my desk setup. Something else I forgot to mention was that both my chair and my desk were Christmas gifts from my brother. And the frame also with my daughter's picture in it. That was a gift from my brother as well. So thank you so much, Titch. You are so amazing. Best brother on earth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.